So you want to learn how to add custom objects to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and this is the right place. Go to the main menu, Options, and General Options. So go to the Developers and switch on the Developer mode. Oh, a new shiny menu on top of your game. Press Save, go back, and now you can start a new flight where you want to place your objects. This place in the desert is very nice. Now go to File, New Project, and in this window select a place on your computer where you want to store all your projects. Can be the desktop or your document, whatever. Now select the project name. Please remember to type enter every one you type stuff on these checkboxes. Write in your name and your company name. Press enter again and press create a new project. Now press package and click on next. Choose custom and also choose a title for your package and your company name and the content type of your project that will be a scenery. Press next. In this window, select a name for your placement file and press on create. Your project is now created and you can check it up in its folder that we have the project correctly created in within 30 seconds. If you want to add some custom model in your project, in the inspector, click Add Asset Group and click on Custom. Now press Next and give it a name for your model asset lib. And as asset type, let's choose model lib and press Create. Now the model lib is created and we can check it up in our project folder that we have a folder for our models. You can put all your models for this project. Cool, now we are ready to place model. So we can click on the placement asset group and load in the editor by clicking on the button on the inspector. If you can see it on the project editor, click on view inspector and on the inspector, click loading in editor. We can close the material editor because we don't need it right now. For your custom objects, you need a special software called Blender, which is a very powerful 3D software. You need to download a specific version of Blender, which is 3.3. I like to download a portable ones, so in this case I'm gonna save it on my download folder and unzip anywhere it is convenient for you. We need to download also a specific plugin for Blender to export models compatible with the simulator. So we go to the Asobo GitHub. We're gonna select the JLTF Blender IO MSFs and go to the release and download the zip at the bottom of the page. We can save it and unzip everywhere is convenient. Now we will copy the extracted folder into the Blender folder 3.3 scripts, add-ons, and we paste that folder here. So we are ready to start Blender. We click on the Blender launcher, click outside of this window, save the settings. And now we're gonna prepare our new playground. So let's remove the camera, which is this object. Let's click delete on the keyboard to remove it. And let's delete the slide. We don't need this in this case, so let's press delete. Now we're gonna enable the Asobo plugin. So go to File, Preferences, Add-ons, and in this text box, search for Microsoft and click on the little checkbox to enable the add-on. Now press the letter N like November on your keyboard and you can see the multi-export GTLS is ready for you to configure. Now we're gonna click on group by selections and in the settings tab we're gonna set // texture in the texture text box our name and in the export option we're gonna check punctual lights to add lights later and apply modifiers. All the rest are okay, and in the animation settings we're gonna check all the checkboxes. I like to save this as a startup file to avoid forgetting options in the future. So let's create something very fast. This is not a Blender course, just a simple model, an angle pyramid, and I like to apply all transform before exporting to the game. Now I'm gonna rename the selection with the name of my object, and I want to add the material for my object. So let's scroll down into the materials, and I'm gonna add MFS standard material. And in the base color, you have your albedo, and all the other options are for PBRs. I'm gonna texture rapidly. I'm gonna add another material just for this floor. So I'm gonna apply it to the face. I'm gonna create a new MFS standard material and apply a texture that PBR. To export, I'm going to click Generate XML and select the name of my object here. If it's not present, I'm going to click Reload ELODs that will load all of our objects. And I want to save my Blender file, and I usually save it inside my model folder in a specific folder created for each model inside the model lib. So we can keep all our things nice and clean and very easy to manage. Now I'm creating the folder for my model and save the Blender file inside this folder. Now I'm ready to export. Let's select the folder where we want to export my model, which is exactly the same folder I've created before, and I'm gonna press export. The export process creates three more files inside your folder, which are bin, XML, and GLTS, as well as the texture converted to PNG. Please remember that the texture must be divisible by 4. In the game, I'm going to press build all to build our project. Let's say OK to this warning. And now we should be able to place the newly created objects. So let's search for their name. Please remember to select all your packages, all the specific package. And here we go. We have the big pyramid to host our aircraft. Let's create another model. Quickly, let's add some materials, maybe with the PBR, with a composite texture. I have other tutorial for this. And in the same way, I'm gonna export in this another folder on the model lib, saving the Blender file, selecting the folder where I want to export my model, exactly in the model lib in its folder, click on export, and building again, so press build all in the game. All okay, no errors from the console, and searching the new models, I can see that the new created model is available to place. This has all been done with the simulator going without restart. Hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. The longer version will be available as well, and hope you have enjoyed the way the wizards are really making your work faster and without errors. Bye bye. Subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.